Thank you for watching another video. In this video, what I'm going to be doing is showing you guys how to find free and clear properties, right? So regardless of what city you're in America, you'll be able to come into Propstream because that's the software that I'm using and find yourself some free and clear properties. So let's go ahead and start off with Houston. All right, so you start off by putting the city that you're looking for or zip code in that search bar. Next, you would go into the area here to where it's filters. And what I like to do is narrow it down instead of just having a huge list and just doing like one filter. I like to narrow it down so that we could have a more refined list. So as you can see, we're starting off with 957,000 names, but you'll see as we add our different filters, then things will be a lot more refined. So starting off for this free and clear, I like to put absentee owner. So where it says owner occupied, I'll say no, meaning that the person that owns the home actually does not live at the property, right? And I'll leave this area blank, or I'll leave it as any, because it could be occupied by a tenant or it could be vacant. Regardless, we want both, right? Now coming into property characteristics, I'll go into residential and then single family, right? And I also like to do at least 3 beds and at least 2 baths. This is the type of home that sells rather quickly. 3 1s tend to stay a little longer. 3 1s aren't really made as much. And when I say 3 1, I mean 3 beds and 1 bath. That's why I'm putting this, whether we're renovating a property or whether we're assigning that property. It's just a lot easier to get off if it's that. All right. Next up, I want to go to the MLS data. Don't want this to be on the market, right? If it's on the market, usually we don't want it because it's too much competition. And there's a lot of people out here that don't know what they're doing and they'll overbid. So I'd rather let them overprice their properties and end up doing whatever they do. But we want to make sure that we're getting things at the number that makes sense. So that's why I put not on the MLS. All right. Next up, we'll go to ownership info. Now, I like to put that they've owned the property for. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter, but I usually, yeah, I'll still put 5 years sometimes. But in this case, because we're not necessarily worried about how long they've owned the property, you can put 5 years just so the fact that they've owned it for a longer period of time, or you can just leave that blank. So for the purpose of this video, I'll leave it blank. When we go to ownership type, now let's go to individual. Now the reason why I don't put corporation is because they could have recently purchased a home cash and they're going to renovate it. But in this case, it could be a number of reasons as to why somebody bought their home cash recently. But regardless, leave it as individual, right? And also, it's a lot easier to skip trace when it's an individual rather than a corporation. But there's other videos that I've shown as well that show the ease of being able to do these types of skip traces. So, all right, next up, we'll go to the valuation of the property. So, I like to go from 150,000 to 400,000, right? So these homes will sell a lot quicker, right? So I'm not sure if you're watching from a New York or California or a more expensive market, you'd be like, how am I going to find a home for 400,000? In Houston, as of today, right, you can find yourself a decent home for $400,000. It's very possible. Now, if you're watching this 10 years from now, you'll be like, it's impossible. I can't find something. But as of today, this is still considered a regular house, right? And so with that, we go from 150 to 400. And then when it comes to equity, I put in 100% equity. Now, there's another tab that's on here to where you can click include free and clear, but I just like to cover all bases. So once one thing, it says 100% for equity. but there's this other tab here where it says mortgage info, and you can put include under the free and clear. Now, it changed it a little bit as far as the numbers. It was like 10 names, but I like to include both just to make sure I'm covering all bases. So now we went from over 900,000 properties to a little over 26,000. So these are the homes that are considered to be free and clear. And the benefit of that, and also absentee owner. And the benefit of that is most likely it's a landlord or somebody who owns a property and they owe nothing on that property. So if they owe nothing, then they may be more willing to accept a discount compared to somebody who has a mortgage on a property and they have to hit a certain number just to either break even or have a desired amount. All right, now let's go back here to that ownership information. So let's just say if we did say 5 years, right? It went from 26,000 to 11,000, right? So these are just different things that you can add on to your filters whenever it comes to making your list. And of course, the more refined, the more layered you put these, the more motivated that list should be. But of course, you want to make sure that you're not narrowing it down so much to where you end up only having like 10 names. And after the first 20 minutes of your marketing, you have nobody else to go to. So make sure it's large enough to where you have enough time to run through different lists, whether you're going through it multiple times or whatever it is. This is how you get this done. All right. So if you have any questions, feel free to put it in the comment section below. Otherwise, I will see you on the next one. And also do not forget to subscribe to this channel. And if you want a free trial on Propstream, go ahead and look at the description below so you can get started in your real estate journey. All right, I'll see you on the next one.